they pull me back in. Yes, another Troll 3. I was trying to ignore it in hopes that'd go away, but it's been brought to light by some other guy that's pretending this alternate version of Lobotomy the movie didn't exist. So now I guess I'm stuck.
Like the other Troll 3, this one has a few alternate titles for it as well, and according to IMDb, it's even called Hobgoblins in France. But the title this one is better known as is Ator, Quest for the Mighty Sword. Which complicates things even more as this is the 4th movie in the Ator series. But actually it's a remake of the first Ator movie, so it doesn't complicate things at all, and I'm an idiot.
Cause that'd be a shame. I'd really hate to be left in the dark on this miserable excuse of a movie which ends up leaving you in the dark.
The Ator series is brought to us by the letter F. And Joe D'Amato, one of the producers of Troll 2 and director of the other Troll 3. The only movie in this series D'Amato didn't write and direct was the third one called Iron Warrior, which he hated so much he'd often called this one the third Ator movie.
Now that is scary, to make a movie that one of the masterminds behind the other Troll 3 and Troll 2 hates so much he just wants to ignore it. Wow. Then again, maybe it was a good movie and that's why he hated it.
Probably not though, huh? So to start off, we get that wonderful Film Mirage seal of quality.
This man has been found guilty of rape.
Who, Joe D'Amato? It says a lot when your first line of dialogue is rape.
Wow, so that's the rape horn? Seriously, take a look at that without my stupid little interruption.
This man has been found guilty of rape.
Rape! Stupid.
Hey, come on out now! I'm gonna leave you here!
So Ator's dad, Ator, decides to give the rapists a fighting chance. Well, he makes it look that way anyway, because he has the Mighty Sword, and since that's one of the titles of the movie, he's kinda cheating, even if he is the game.
It's all about the game, and how you play it, all about the try, if you can take it.
Thorn wills it. He will return to reclaim this sword. So remember, son, this sword must belong to Ator.
Ator! You've got some splaining to do!
So they very conveniently show up to take the Mighty Sword right after that, but...
Do not kill Ator Thorn! He has shown wisdom in all his doings.
You'll pay for this day and era.
Yes, how dare you give advice?
I will not dishonor myself by surrendering my sword!
But guess who it really is?
Yeah! He's back from Troll 2, our big star of the movie!
So the Mighty Sword is broken and Daenerys is apparently really out of shape. I'd say it was because of magic or something, but such a power is never shown again.
You will be imprisoned by fire.
And I'm kind of having a hard time reading the script.
So blah blah blah, it's up to Ator to save her 30 years later or something, and this is Ator! Wait, this guy's supposed to be this kid? Yeah, I see the likeness. So Ator's mom goes and sees our other troll goblin guest star playing his own theme music.
Am I so ugly?
No.
You wouldn't have cried out if I had been a handsome blonde prince.
She didn't cry out, your theme song started playing. Also, I can see why the troll goblins didn't speak that much in Troll 2.
I have brought you the sword of the sacred Graal.
Why bring it to me?
Only you can forge it and bring back its magic power. You must reforge it and give it to him on his 18th birthday.
18th birthday? Give me a break.
I think someone who was 28 at the time playing someone who's just turning 18 is a bit of a stretch.
Why must I do that?
Because it is destined so. Anyway, don't you regret not having any children?
It is destined so. Anyway, want to play some Atari? Raiders of the Lost Ark.
So she tries to tempt Mr. Neilbog with being able to raise her son, as she just wants to die, but he wants the better part of that deal.
What about the conception? I am entitled to ask you something in return. If you want to know, I never ask for anything. I take what I want.
So Troll Goblin said he wants to screw you, and he's basically going to try to do so, whether you want him to or not. So what do you do in that case? Not trust him? No, that'd be dumb.
Now, of course you believe him when he says he gave you a suicide potion, but instead gives you a horny potion.
No loyalty to the guy who just raised you for the last whatever years, but instead to some bitch who tried to kill herself rather than be a single mother, and then ran off when she failed to do that and still left you with some troll goblin.
Your revenge is not far off.
Go on.
I will come back.
Huh? Why is the sky so much bluer in that shot with the bird?
I'm pleased, Ator. Here, take this. Will give you new energy.
Oh, and apparently he's pretty nice to Ator as well.
I wanted to fulfill my promise in advance. Here is the sword of the sacred ground.
Ator, what an ass. Well, unfortunately for Ator, he expected as much from his ingrate adopted son.
When the moment comes for me to relinquish the sword, I'll know what to expect.
So Grendel leaves the real mighty sword laying around while Ator pretends to sleep and... Strike two, Ator!
I'm gonna kill you sometime!
This is comedic genius.
You will regain your sight when I come back.
Wow, even the music makes fun of stupid old Ator.
Now that was hilarious!
Yes, it was really funny.
You suppose they meant it to be?
After his second comedy routine, Ator decides to fix the mighty sword.
Doesn't that kind of contradict the whole Grendel has to reforge the sword thing? Also, I thought Ator wasn't supposed to regain his sight until Grendel came back.
Whatever, Ator hears Grendel coming when he starts hearing his theme music playing again.
Grendel! Right in the middle.
Do you remember leaving another fake sword out for him this time?
Wow, did the bird even just laugh at that one?
So Bird Lady says she's done helping him for no particular reason, and Ator goes off to some cave.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the Oh, I can't take it!
Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light!
Surrender now! Surrender now! Or prepare to...
What is this, a robot?
It was a robot? Anyone else having your flashbacks?
Then he gets attacked by some Godzilla Gorn reject.
Great and powerful gods, I offer you the richest treasure in all the lands of the West!
And that has nothing to do with anything! We'll never hear of this treasure again! But we will hear Ator's theme.
Whoa, abrupt music change. So we see Daenerys trapped by fire. Well, there's fire near her. Ator can apparently pass for Prince Charming in this little universe and pulls a Sleeping Beauty to wake up Deianira.
Ator.
Who obviously recognizes him.
You no longer live forever like the gods. You live and die like a mortal.
You can die now! Aren't you excited?
And her new mortality immediately gets put to the test when stock footage starts attacking them.
Realize Thorn will give us no peace.
I don't know why Thorn would care about two mortals, and if he wanted the mighty sword, he had years to go get it.
When we reach the middle world, Thorn will stop chasing us, and we'll never have to fear his magic tricks and deceit.
And man's tricks and deceits?
At least man's tricks are predictable.
What the hell do you know about man's tricks? You lived in a cave all your life with a troll goblin.
So Ator sees his mom here, and apparently being the local whore has really agreed with her.
It's all your fault, slut! You bring bad luck! I'll get the girl!
I only play for money.
Pick up those dice! Leave him be!
Thanks, friend.
Couldn't you have helped her?
I couldn't.
You just sat there.
You will understand why later.
When you find out how weak and useless I really am.
Who is he?
He's Ator, Lord of the Akima. His father, also called Ator, was given the great sword of Ra in order that Ator might bring justice to his people.
He will be mine.
Oh wait, don't go yet. Here's a list of all Ator's weaknesses. When Bird Lady stops helping, she just dives right into anti-help.
So Ator's mom shows up and asks if he has an Oedipus complex.
I have to pay with the only thing I have.
Why do you humiliate yourself?
Because that is the punishment the gods have inflicted on me.
When does this punishment end?
When a man looks at me not as a woman, but as a mother.
I'm Ator.
Oh, really?
So the gods made her an immortal slut until her son was nearby, and when he was, she gets to die. Of course. I don't know why they wouldn't do that.
You knew.
Yes, Ator. I know the secrets of the gods. But now that I am mortal, I am not allowed to reveal them.
Despite earlier saying...
I may have lost some of my immortality, but I brought secrets from the gods with me.
Hey, Ator, I fucked up and told your life story to some evil woman. Sorry! So the camera starts following them, and they disappear during these shots.
Huh. Wonder if they're gonna get attacked by killer roots.
Nah, just silly people in lizard masks. But they get an assist from the dice wiener Ator saved. But a bigger assist from them not being able to move well in their outfits.
Where were you? I was waiting for you. Dinner's ready.
Why?
Well, after what happened back at the tavern, I wanted to repay you.
You don't seem the type to repay his debt.
I've never had a debt before. I'm a cheat, remember?
Wow, Ator will apparently laugh at anything this guy says.
But there's one thing I regret.
What?
Not banging your mom before she died.
I don't have a reason to follow you anymore.
Well, then stop following.
I'm trying to get a bigger part in the movie, you dummy.
Join us.
But where are you going?
To the east.
Why?
Back to find the path back to the middle world.
Back to find the path back to the middle world.
Why?
Well, I didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
You could try fighting them rather than running along with them, Deianira.
They were Hagen's men, soldiers from the Kingdom of the East.
Cue the theme song.
So Gunther here likes to make people into statues, but puts that on hold when he realizes Deianira is here. I don't know why he knows who she is or how she was awake, but whatever.
Why were you so anxious for me to appear so proper? Huh? Why?
Are you afraid Deianira won't love me?
It's only right. Deianira is no ordinary woman. It won't be easy to persuade her to give herself to you.
Seems kind of odd to pat at someone when they're so well spoken, especially when they're better than yourself.
So this crazy beard wart man wants Deianira, and guess who's his sister?
Ator will be yours, princess, just as Deianira is Prince Gunther's.
But Ator is sneaking in, continuing his comedy routine.
There is no need for weapons. It has all been a terrible mistake.
So they trick Ator the dimwit into leaving with fake Deianira.
Your life, my death. What can we do? Those are the rules.
I'm not even listening to what you're saying anymore.
Is he always underfoot?
This doesn't sound like you.
Comic Relief gets hurt by the mean words and takes off. Meanwhile, the real Deianira remembers she's supposed to be someone that can actually fight. Until she gets grabbed by the arms again.
How can you do this to me? Why do you want to break my heart?
After all, I'm some weird wart beard guy you don't know.
I'll even give you my throne. In exchange for a little love.
Take it away! Take it away! Right now! Right now!
I have stolen your heart from Deianira. Even if only for one night. You've been mine, body and soul.
Look at me, Ator.
You'll pay for this.
Go get yourself checked out. You'll see what I mean.
So she disguised herself as Deianira so Ator would do her, and that was apparently the extent of her plan.
You knew.
Deianira would never have spoken to me like that.
But I didn't tell you because I didn't want to be a cock blocker. So Gunther decides to statue up Deianira.
What are you doing, you idiots?
Grab her by the arms to make her immediately docile!
I don't know when Ator got his old magic wrist shooter there, but something about this scene seems awfully familiar, doesn't it? Guess it's not so funny now, and you should have seen that one coming because he didn't pull his weapon out of magic fairyland like Ator did.
You might need it.
So Ator needs it right away to stop the Wheel of Slow from lowering Deianira into his magic statue juice. Well, until he just pulls it out.
You would never kill me.
Nah, just kidding. What happens makes less sense.
Instead, he throws his troll goblin and himself into the statue juice.
Oh, wait a second. I get it.
You want me to cooperate?
So after Gunther pulls his Kruger from the other Troll 3, Deianira and Ator run off while Sex Trick Girl looks sad, and then...
What are you laughing about? You didn't do anything for almost the whole movie! This ending just makes no sense! At least it's trying to be consistent, though, I suppose.
Well, the only thing that makes less sense than the end of this movie is your review of it, Phelous.
What the... Cinema snob? What are you doing here?
What am I doing? What are you doing reviewing this movie? I already did it!
Oh yeah? Well, I did the other Troll 3 first.
Oh yeah? Well, I talked about Cabin Fever 2 first.
Well, I got to Troll 2 before you.
You realize what we're doing right now, don't you?
We're firsting each other.
Yeah, it's a pretty silly thing to care about. Don't see why it really matters if we do the same movie, especially when if we do, they always turn out so differently.
Exactly! And in the spirit of our new friendship, I'll tell you what, you can do Troll 4 first.
Thanks, Brad. What? Troll 4? I thought you said there wasn't one.
You're right. There isn't one.
You almost got it.
There are actually 3 different Troll 4s, so you have fun with that. Yeah, there isn't really a Troll 4. Now go check out my vastly superior review of this movie, which you know is actually informative.
I don't like this movie, he doesn't look too friendly. These monsters seem so fake, my nerves are gonna break. Phelous, don't let me down, you need to be around. Grab that running one up and blast that single new one. This movie looks shitty. Phelous, oh Phelous, bring on multi-comedy. Oh Phelous, Phelous, and some more movies. Oh Phelous, oh Phelous, I don't care how nice you sound. Oh Phelous, oh Phelous, what's your opinion about?
We're firsting each other. It's a pretty sad thing to care about, especially when I don't remember the line.
Sorry, not used to laughing.